Hello and welcome back to Dragon Age the Veilguard. Last time we finished off our last main quest, which means that we have one quest to go. That quest is in here, and it is check in with the team. However, before we do this, because I'm sure that this one is going to lead us back to the main story, we have a Tash quest, we have an Emmerich quest, we have a Davrin quest, and we have a Lucanus quest. And I bet when we reload the area, there's a chance that we may get a Nev and a Balara quest at some point. Because that seems to be the way that things go. So we have a ton of quests that we are about to get today, which is going to be crazy. Before we do that, though, I want to talk about our character, because there's been questions as to whether Rogue is currently a fun class to play. Now, I'm enjoying playing it because a lot of what well, one is because we found a build that works, and it's a build that we've spent time, theory crafting, and then we've worked towards it, and then we've made it work, which is satisfying in of itself. But also because our current build is very much about optimizing how you handle a fight, right? Like we kind of have a pattern. Let's say take a Darkspawn fight, right? Immediately in a Darkspawn fight, we want to take out the guys with mines, because they can knock you out of a combo. Then you want to take out like any ranged ones, again, because they can knock you out of a combo. And then you want to start grouping all of the other Darkspawn in a pile, so you can start heavy hitting some AoE onto them and start blowing them up very quickly, right? That kind of pattern is kind of cool, because it means that you have to jump around combat, you have to get to the different places that you need to get to. All of that is very cool. However, as pointed out, our build is currently very, very, very strong. So, it may be worth us taking a look at it and seeing what we can do to try a different build and see whether there's anything else that might actually be not necessarily less strong, but more interesting or just different, something that we can theory craft. So that's something I want to try out today. So, let's try and find something in our build that we can make the focus, right? Because I think that that's the best way of doing a build, is where you have something and you're like, this is going to be my focus. This is what I'm going to work towards. This is what I want to do. We may also want to get rid of Pilfer, although Pilfer is incredible. But the reason why we might want to get rid of Pilfer is that it does inherently make the rogue much stronger, right? I don't know. Let's see. Is there any abilities in here that we are near that we could unlock? We currently have explosive daggers, which is kind of cool. Hurricane of Blades, nice big AoE that hits it actually hits 7 times. That sounds interesting. Maybe a Hurricane of Blades build. Toxic Dash is intriguing. What does Hurricane of Blades doesn't apply anything, does it? No. Okay. Toxic Dash. Dash towards your target and land a deadly blow. That does less damage than Hurricane of Blades. So probably not worth it. 1,000 Cuts is the one that we've been using a ton recently, which we'll leave alone for now. What have we got over here? We got any other ones that seem cool? Lightning Flask, I just felt it just didn't really work for me. It didn't feel right. We can almost take Lightning Flask out of our build if we just do a tiny little bit more. What we could do is, if we can get this thing, while at low health, gain perfect deflect whenever you perfect dodge or perform a perfect defense in response to an attack. If we go there, then all we would need is like leaping shot, and then we would be fine. Yeah. We could also just take it off like leading stacks or something. I think it would let me do right now. Oh, I actually can. Ah, okay. I can take off this one though. Right? No, I can. Wait, why not? Oh, because these two lines don't link. Oh, they used to link up here, and I think they don't anymore. Okay, that's fine. What's this ability? Explosive Trap. Yeah, I don't really like the trap ones. Let's leave that alone for now. Reeling Bolt. That's kind of nice with the way it drags them in. This one, yeah, kind of cool. I think we might go for, let's try and make Hurricane of Blades work for us. That's what we're going to do. That's going to be our build to start with. So we're going to go Hurricane of Blades. So that gives us this. We still want a way to trigger Overwhelm. Do we have any other way to trigger Overwhelm? In fact, does the Rogue have any other way to trigger Overwhelm? That's the other question. Is there actually an ability that triggers Overwhelm for the Rogue? Yeah, okay, you have to go all the way down to Storm's Path there. And I don't think any of the others triggered Overwhelm. This one applies Weakened, so there is another ability that applies Weakened. Ah, Explosive Trap detonates Overwhelmed. Okay, so I guess this is kind of you chucking at them and it immediately explodes. Maybe that's fine. Okay, so maybe Explosive Trap could be good. Yeah. So that gives us 2 area... Are these both area abilities? Yes, they are. Okay, cool. So how can we make our build get over here? Thinking about it. What was this one currently? Tool ability, gain momentum. Let's take off the tool ability gains momentum stuff. There we go. And let's do affliction damage into explosive trap. Let's do something like this. Okay. Cool. That now means that I no longer need Pilfer. We're instead going to switch to explosive trap, which does the exact same damage as Pilfer. Okay, highly likely to disrupt enemies too. And then our last one, I guess it could be Reign of Decay. That would give us a strike, tool, and control ability. And this is another area ability. But why would we use Reign of Decay over using Hurricane of Blades? I don't really have a great answer for you for why I would use one. I could apply Sundered with this. Yeah, maybe I'll take this for apply Sundered. So it gives us a duration projectile, area trap, and area strike. Okay. Cool. And then skills. Currently we're down here, and this one is strike abilities now deal physical damage. Okay. Which is fine for now. Okay. Although, actually, I think I can take that off permanently now, because we no longer have 2 necrotic abilities. Let's take that off. Replace it with critical damage. Sure. Let's do that. Right. So this is our build currently. So that's what we're going for. This, obviously, we just switch depending on whether they're weak to necrotic or not. I mean, it's the same ability. Yeah. It's kind of the same ability there. That's fine. So now we know what abilities we're taking. So area, projectile duration. Let's now have a look at our amulet. Because our current amulet is really, really good when facing control, or when we're using control abilities. Like, it's incredibly good when you use control abilities. If you don't use control abilities, this amulet is not good. So, let's see what we got. Enhanced damage. Damage versus enemies with low health. But every enemy counts as low health. Defeating an enemy grants 5% ultimate, although it doesn't affect boss enemies, so that doesn't seem that good. Resistant when you reach low health. Duration abilities give you momentum and stuff. Okay. Precision. So, precision, effectiveness, and gain it on an enemy defeat. What's precision again? Charged or final attack will be a critical. Okay. Area ability damage. Armor damage from area abilities. Momentum when an area ability hits 2 or more enemies. High stagger when breaking an enemy's armor or barrier with an area ability. And this one's interesting. So this is currently top... that's like currently... that's the one that we're comparing against now. Okay. Projectile abilities doing more stuff to barrier. Could actually be really good. Because, although we only have 1 projectile ability... actually, do we only have 1 projectile ability? Yeah, although we only have 1 projectile ability, having it do more damage versus barrier would mean that we can use our bow, which is only useful on armor more. Okay. Potentially good. Damage while at low health. Yeah, I don't think we need that. Rally party, no. Quickened, no. Gives you more deflect, but deflect doesn't fully heal. Gives you more stuff from strike abilities. Tool ability stuff. Okay. So gain added damage from necrotic weapons. Potentially okay. I think basically we're between the Miner's Talisman and the Token of True Flight. Let's take the Token of True Flight. I think that could be interesting, combining these two things, because this one's just like armor damage from area abilities, which I don't think we need if we're using the bow that we're using. Okay. So now we've got barrier damage from projectile abilities. Projectile abilities do more damage, and a bunch of stuff off of that. What are we going to take here? Let's just make sure that we have all of our stuff working towards the same goal. Applying B is probably not useful. Apply high stagger. I've never really found the high stagger one to be that good. This is kind of interesting that it doesn't have an upgrade, the Warren Sash. Like at all. Quickened on potion use. Increase base damage by a percentage is enhanced damage. Ability cooldowns refresh more quickly. So basically this one would be every time we heal, our abilities would go more quickly. Now remembering that we don't have Pilfer on, so we're not going to heal 100% of the time through just doing things. Okay, so this one is interesting. Grants resistant on potion use. Increases our resistances, which is nice, because we already have a ton of health, and the resistance increase... Well, actually, I think we have a bunch of base resistances as well. So that increase is going to just make it so we don't take a lot of damage. Resistant increases resistance to all damage types, so that then stacks with itself. Immovable on potion use, immune to physical reactions and interruptions, which is nice. It means that we can kind of stand our ground, and advantage duration means that when we get any beneficial effect, we're going to keep it, which will be fantastic. Yeah, I think I'm going to take this for now. That's fine. Wait, did that just... What's this number? Oh, survival is... Okay, so survival is not a number which... This is not our defense. Our defense is currently actually 0, which is kind of interesting. Survival is just a number based upon many things. Like your resistance to many things. Your health. And it just gives you this random number which means nothing. Okay, interesting. Do we want to keep the stagger stuff here? I think I do want to keep stagger. I think this is good, although I want to change control ability damage, obviously, to something else, but I think the stagger stuff is good. I think that's been working for us. This one increases our arrows and gives us more stagger on every 4th arrow. I do like the arrow stacking. You got any area ones in particular that seem good here? See if any of these are like, does more stuff for area abilities or something. Well, that's also our default leathers as well. They also don't have an upgrade. I wonder whether there's like a late game upgrade for those. That would seem like the kind of thing they might do. Using a necrotic ability cleanses all afflictions is interesting. Now that we have a permanent necrotic ability on. Yeah. So I'm trying to scroll up, which is also what makes our guy spin. No, I'm happy with the duelist coat for now. Although I may do this just for now. Okay, stagger and takedown damage on the helm. So duelist cloak is currently medium armor. So we can choose anything that isn't medium armor. This one's currently stagger. Could get stagger on ability use, which is 25% there. That also gives us more momentum generation, which might be useful given that we have just lost a bunch of momentum generation. Damage versus barrier and armor, charge attacks versus and weak point damage versus enemies with high health. Although that's high health stuff, I don't think we need. None of this I think we particularly need. Damage versus barrier is always nice, given that we're not going to have that as a default. I don't know why we're spinning now. That's fine. Ultimate charge rate. You know what? Let's maybe take this. Stagger on ability use. Yeah, and it also gives us momentum generation, which is kind of cool. Let's do that. Also, let's have a look at our hat. Yeah, that's way too silly to wear. No, hide hat 100% of the time, please. True Flight Bow, I think, is fine, because we got that recently, and we really want to get the next level of that to see how that goes. This is necrotic weapons on kills with final attacks. Final attacks apply necrosis, which is cool. I think that's all fine. Increases our barrier damage, and this one just has extra stagger on it. We could go charge attack damage and then give the extra stagger to this as well. Although we aren't going to hit maximum momentum quite as much as we were, which is going to be our problem there. Permanently gain necrotic weapons upon entering combat. We do actually have some things that would stack with that. Extra pen. Melee critical hits ignore defense. And then they do AoE. Ooh. Some of these are really good. Heavy attack damage. Damage versus armor. Enhanced damage from breaking an enemy's armor. What's that compared to our current one? That one actually has more stagger in the focal blade. Yeah, let's switch to the dark shard and then we will give it the stagger increase. Wonderful. So we have a slightly new build now. Well, it's actually quite a different build. We'll see how that plays when we actually enter combat. Okay, cool. Head out here. And the first place we're going is the workshop to enhance or to enchant some things. So you're going to get the increased stagger because that makes a lot of sense for you. What can we get on our hat? Could get more resistances, which would then stack with our extra resistances. Could get defense, which would be interesting. That's all I've got in here. Health defense. Affliction duration, ultimate generation. I already have that. Healing received, advantage duration. Let's get 30 defense. I think that seems very good. Okay, this is weak point damage, which seems very good anyway, because our weak point damage is added to projectile abilities when it crits. This one has the extra stagger. Barrier damage is fine. Armor damage on that. Control ability, you want to change because we're not using control abilities anymore. We're going to use area abilities. Although I'm just seeing if we have anything better. Wait, I already have the max arrows, right? Yeah. You get momentum generation, but let's go for area abilities. This one is ultimate generation, which is fine than max arrows. Wonderful. Abilities, you are currently getting ability armor damage. No. You are actually going to be ability barrier damage. Completely different. Then we're going to go for this one. I think maximum number of hits is good, although I don't know if we've actually done anything that's going to increase our damage per hit, but that's what we've gone for. An explosive trap. Momentum on hit. Interesting. Could go for ability armor damage. So that means that we've got barrier, armor, and then general damage. Because this is just going to do a lot of damage. It's going to do 1000 damage 7 times. Which is huge. I think that's what it means. Unless it means it does it over the course of it. But I don't think that's what it means. Oh, and then actually one more thing. Upgrade.
Dweller, I will answer.
Yeah, we do have some things that can upgrade. Like our True Flight Bow. It's not a huge increase, but it is a nice increase. It does use a lot of materials, though. And then this one also uses a lot of materials, but not a lot of benefit. I'll stick with what we got. That's fine. Okay, so now we've done all that. Now it is time for us to speak to everyone. Let's start with Emmerich first, and then we will work our way around from there. Right. Okay. Up here. In here. And let's chat.
Ah, hello there. Just admiring how carefully the Fade is woven into this place, as cultivated as a palace garden.
That's old elven stuff for you. Magic everywhere you look, and also where you don't.
I do envy you, Rook.
Really?
Oh, consider all the secrets you must have uncovered in Arlathan with the Veil Jumpers. Not to mention traveling with Varric. The adventures you've already had.
There have been moments.
Huh. I guess I have had some pretty great times.
Oh, I'd love to hear about more of them.
Really?
Work was always my excuse not to travel. But now that I've joined you, I'm finally exploring outside Navarra's crypts. Ah, speaking of the necropolis.
Yes?
I've been meaning to ask how you'd like your body prepared in the event of your death.
Okay. How about the necropolis? Why would you ask that? Cremation or haven't considered it? I think that, for Rook, this wouldn't be a huge consideration, but he would probably assume the default for the Dalish, which is probably cremation? Let's say haven't considered it.
Never given it much thought.
You hadn't? Ah, he's finished the reagent. Please excuse us. Excellent work, Manfred.
Oh, okay. I misread what these ones are. These are not quests. These are simply conversations, which may at some point lead to a quest, but they are not quests in and of themselves. Okay. Also, decor. I know we could have it as Dwarven's probably cool. It's pretty cool, but I mean, we gotta go elf, right? I mean, we are an elf. It just makes sense. As was Solus. Also, I deliberately went down here to see how Varric's doing.
It's not a surprise that you're feeling the weight of the world on your shoulders. Everyone else is. But I promise you, Rook, what you're doing right now, this is the battle you need to fight.
Cool. Thanks for that, Varric. Little pep talk. Okay. And... oh, went the wrong way. In here.
So, does the fire feel like a part of you? Or I don't know, like something else inside you?
No, it has to be me.
Has to? What if it's not?
How?
Sometimes the stone magic feels like something else in me. It's me, but it's not me. You know?
You have to feel the magic as part of you. You can't control it till you admit it's yours.
Can I just stay quiet? I guess I will go for this one.
Glad you've got a handle on it.
I'd burn the place down by accident if I didn't.
Like I said,
It's not that different from what you do. Fire and stone are just training. Like you swinging an axe.
Okay. Axes aren't magic.
swinging an axe isn't magic, though.
Neither's what we do. We aren't doing fade crap. There are no demons.
You make it sound so easy.
You know how many times I set my bed on fire? My mother had to get special sheets. You'll get there.
Rook's lucky to have you.
Yep.
Oh. That. I wonder where you get that conversation if you don't have the Tash romance or not, or whether it's just the end part, which is different. I was just kind of like, oh, that might have been a unique one due to the romance part there. Interesting. Oh no, Pilar is one of the few who doesn't, as is Nev. I went the wrong side. I should have gone Davrin. Okay. Davrin next. Also, if we don't get any quests by the end of this, I'm just going to reload the area just to double check.
Davrin, doing some renovations?
Building a trophy cabinet for the figures I'm carving.
Let's say that's good.
Good idea. They deserve showing off.
Always room for improvement. Trying to get the details right on this figure of Tosh. They'll fight the other monsters, and then oops, guess that Herlock was too much to handle there, Tosh. Time to call a Grey Warden.
Really?
No, there's no wood in the world strong enough to carve their temper.
Maybe you could carve the rest of us.
Maybe. It might be good to carve the people still around, once this is all over.
Thinking about wise up.
If you ever need to talk more about Weishaupt,
What we're doing now, going out and helping people, makes it easier to sleep. But I'll remember the offer. Thanks, Rook.
I'll see you around.
Okay. So we're just getting some bond increases here. Wonder whether this is just to make sure that you have the default bond, or like you have the lowest level of bond that you need for other quests to trigger. We also have more library stuff because of this as well. I just want to see what level we're at with these people. So Davrin is 7, Emmerich is 7, Hardening 7, Lucanus is 7. This is the level 7 conversations. Ah, I understand now. Lower the table. What's this? It's just some more loot. Okay. That's ominous.
Demon's back.
I don't think he ever leaves, actually.
Then he's acting weird.
Smells like melon and wood smoke.
Hey! No! No! Sit your ass back down.
I'll handle this. Maybe make sure the alluvium room is blocked?
Now we get to talk.
You want something?
When demons say they want to talk, that usually means they want to bargain.
Lucanus made a deal he hasn't kept.
What deal?
Break our chains, kill, escape our prison, and live?
Isn't that what happened?
No, I want out.
Okay, where would you go?
Out? To where? To Vinter? Or Lay? Nowhere's safe for a possessed man.
No, no, he promised. Tell him, make him. Rook?
You were sleepwalking.
Spite was sleepwalking.
He didn't go anywhere. Nothing happened.
I didn't want you to see that. Again.
Let's be a little bit stern here.
Your pride's gonna get you killed. Or worse.
Maybe you're right.
You know I'm right.
I'm supposed to be a professional.
Professional doesn't mean you have to go it alone.
Something to think about, I guess.
Okay. Interesting. So, learning a little bit more about what Spite might actually want. But I'm sure we'll get more on the next one. And then we have nothing more on the map. Nothing more on the map. Okay. Well, I've been thinking about where we should go. I'm also going to read the library stuff before we do this. But I'm thinking about where we should go. I am going to go to... I think where enemies are. I'm going to go to the crossroads. It honestly does not matter who I take. So let's take Nev and Balara. There we go. And then we're going to teleport somewhere. Okay. Wait a second. Oh yeah, this area used to be fully blighted and now it's not, right? Look at it. That's kind of cool. Yeah. There's an unblighted...
The voices again.
Oh.
Untold years asleep, only to see our sanctums defiled. Even Arlathan is trampled by cast-offs and mortals. We must secure the Alluvians.
We shall. The Ontom are uneasy in the crossroads, but they know their duty.
If they fail, give the best preserve to me for improvement.
Dead on, Tom? We're already on it.
Oh. Okay. Interesting. Right. Oh, also, you can see where all the Alluvians go here. It's kind of cool. And that there's only one left on both of those sides. There's also a shop over here we haven't been back to. Let's go to the shop first. Then we'll go where I actually wanted to go. So the shop is back this way. Okay. We can also see if anyone has any new conversations over here.
I'd heard of archdemons before, but never one like that.
Honestly, with everything I've heard about Gillenane, I'm glad it wasn't worse. In the legends about her, she's nice. She created the Hala. She guides us to our destination. But if you read between the lines, it's, well, creepy.
Oh, good.
Good. Okay. Then we have this shop over here, which I forgot existed. I can sell valuables here. Oh, this is the... Oh! This is the Shadow Dragon shop. Because the Shadow Dragons aren't there anymore, this is their shop. This is a dead Shadow Dragon. Oh. I understand now. Oh. Oh, that's not good. This weapon leeches health when damaging barrier? Interesting. Light attacks deal bonus damage based on the enemy's stagger. Stagger with critical hits. Double frozen duration from destinations versus Venatori. Damage versus barrier. That's all that gives us. 50% of all your other damage type bonuses contribute to your cold damage bonus. And gain health and ultimate ability when using a duration ability when at least 2 advantages are active. Armor and barrier damage with weapons is up. And then when Nev applies chilled, apply shocked instead. Okay, we can buy these 3 things from them. This is cool. And look at all the mementos we can buy, and we don't need to spend money. All we have to spend is green. Wait, do all of these cost green? These all cost green? Oh, no, these cost money. But some of these cost green. We should definitely buy the green ones. Yes, like boost all damage. That's incredible. Okay, and then we have these 2 things, which is the Duelist Blade and the Shadow Warrior's Visor. Okay. Well, that's cool. Alright, anything we can buy with green, let's buy. So, Moon Gems. Fatebound gems said to have rained down from a waning Satina, the smaller moon. Facets cut by dying masters each reflect a path not taken. Venatori love a spellbook, so we let them find one. It promises power, but poisons if you do that finger lick page turn thing. It's killed many, but we have hope. The resonant piece of... Oh, also I think we have enough caretaker power now. Anyway, a resonant piece of unknown metal tempered in the breath of an archdemon, said to reveal where whispers cross, but his Venatori makers are no longer available to elaborate. A battered copy of the illustrated novel Inquisition Exposed, rated 5 scarfs fluttered in shock out of 5 by the notorious Randy Dowager Quarterly. The Silent Toad. A stone toad. Old stories claim Dumat, the old god of silence, as a toad companion. Usually silent itself, those who hear the toad croak would die soon after. A Venatori declaration of ultimate victory over the Shadow Dragons, forever removing their filth from the history of Tevinter. Again, they are nothing if not consistent. We aim for nothing. Okay. I'm going to buy this as well. 1% damage boost. And then I should buy the valuable items as well, because we have a ton of green, and we can then sell these. Okay. I'll buy the appearances as well. Yeah. Just buy both of these. Thin visor on this helmet makes it a favorite among warriors who wish to protect their identity, mystique, or good looks. Okay. Don't need these things, because this is just a trade. Here, now we're into money. Although this one doesn't cost money, so I'll buy that. This one also does not cost money, so I will also buy that. This one also does not cost money, so we'll buy that. Then we can have a look at how much everything else actually costs. This one also doesn't cost money, so we'll buy it. Yeah, I might as well buy all the ones that I can buy with money as well then, because they're not that many. I don't know. I didn't read the Tevinter long cloak. That's fine. We'll go back to it. A notebook. Actually, we already did because that was the upgrade. This one's not the upgrade. A notebook wrapped in tough leather to protect its pages against the dirt and grime of Minrathous' lower city. Okay, and now all we can buy is materials from this thing. I can also now sell my valuables to it if I wanted to. We'll hold off because we're already at level 2 and there are some that we're not at level 2 with. Then there's another shop over here. What are you a shop of? Alright, so you're just a generic shop, which I also knew was here, but I just wanted to double check. Okay, so you can buy with green here as well. Let's buy the engraved relic, the ironwood branches, the Arlathon curio, and Amrita's distillate, which gives us 1% defense. Okay, this one increases primer effectiveness with this armor. It also costs green, so we'll buy that. This one increases damage versus shocked enemies. Buy that. That's a valuable item. We'll buy it. We'll buy this one as well. Bronze plating and draped holsters give this outfit a dash of style alongside its rugged utility. Okay. This razor-sharp blade plucked from an ancient hoard is surrounded by a deeply menacing aura crafted from glorious aurum. Okay. And then this fancifully embellished blade is favored by raiders and fortune seekers, crafted from an earthly pyrophit crystal. We can buy these, which is a trade, and this is a trade. Okay. This is good so far. Keep going around here.
Rook, isn't it? That thing you said about Gillenane, it jogged a memory. A warden claimed he found his way under a mountain. Saw a pool that merged creatures into new, terrible forms.
Right. That matches some of the legends. They say she healed people in those pools.
That warden, his story, it could have been demons or just nightmares of a bad time, but now I wonder.
Well, we haven't found one yet, so let's hope we never do.
Cool. I found another merchant. Precision can now be triggered by ability damage. Precision is... It says can be. Oh, ability on enemy defeat. Okay, so if you do ability damage to kill an enemy, it will trigger. Alright. Understand. Champion's brilliant regalia makes you immune to burning. It's very nice. Gain momentum when you use a potion. Yeah, that would be insane with Pilfer. These are valuable items, which we will continue to buy. Yep. Then we've got boost resistances by 1% when acquired. Then we got another thing. Then we've got Paragon Terra's the Guardian. Paragon Terra's Selak stood against the Darkspawn during the desolation of Kal Sharok. She gave her life so that her people could find safety behind the Taig walls. Wait a second. Is this a Kal Sharok? I'm wondering whether this is the Kal Sharok shop. Is this where shops go if you miss them? That might be this entire thing. This might just be where shops go if you miss them. Oh. Anyway, we'll buy the Antivan Rapier. The Barbed Longsword. Freldon Falchion. And then the Griffin's Pride. Okay. And then we've got these things which we can trade. Yeah, I think this might literally just be where shops go if you miss an opportunity. Does one of these go to... I suppose actually no, these wouldn't go to Tal Sharok, but one of these goes to Tal Sharok. Or Kal Sharok. Yeah. So I think this is all that this is. That's kind of a neat way of doing it, actually. If you miss a shop, then they put it here. Unless I'm completely wrong and these are always here. But that appears to be the way that's working. Anyway, I'm going to head to... Oh, what's this? So that's Hosberg Wetlands, and these are, yeah, 3 alluvians we haven't been to yet. So I guess that gives you an idea of how many areas we haven't been to, right? Although it could be this... Oh, actually, no, this is the Kal Sharok one. So yeah, some of them could still be locked off. This is where I want to go. Okay, I want to test out our build. So let's go this way. And then we're going to go up here. And then we're immediately in a fight, which is what I'm kind of hoping for. Okay.
Oh, is it time again?
And hit it. Okay. That did take a moment or two to blow up. I think they've got a range on it. Right, shoot. Yeah, look at our momentum. That's going up so much slower now. That's crazy. Okay. You have to do a lot more actual fighting. I mean, not that fighting's necessarily bad for us. If I do this, does it blow up right away, or... No, I still need them to go onto it, I see. Interesting. Right. Up here. You can't just spam abilities either. You need to think about them. Okay. Try a little bit of this. Nice. That one's dead. Okay. Interesting.
Good work, everyone.
Okay, and then we'll do one up here, and I think this is next to a line trigger as well.
Careful,
so
ahead.
We can hear more of the Gillenane stuff. So I think I want to do this. There we go. I didn't do as much damage as I was hoping against the armor. Right. Oh, that'll do no damage because it's necrotic. Oh well. Yeah, that's fine. Couple of stabs. And then hit him. Our weapons still do a ton of damage. Okay, in here. Hit him. And then... Oh. I guess we don't need our abilities to do a ton of armor damage, because I can just do that and get a better result.
Your turn.
Okay, in here. And... At least applies necrosis right now, because we have necrosis on our weapon. That's cool. Keep shooting them. Said they resisted some of that. They might resist physical. Though they're probably resisting the necrotic part now, I think about it.
That spot, move!
Yeah, so that explosive ability doesn't do a ton. I guess its only real use is to trigger Overwhelmed. Okay, cool. It does seem like a strictly worse version of Pilfer.
Nice.
So it might be worth just switching that with Pilfer at some point. It does seem just strictly worse. Okay, I think, just from that little test of build, I am going to switch this with Pilfer. Because, quite frankly, this just does nothing. This is just bad. Yeah. Let's switch back to Pilfer. I think I'm okay with that. Right. Then... Oh, we have new companions? Oh, with Nev. Oh, because we got the new items. Yeah. We'll worry about that later. But that means that if I'm not doing that, I can take away this. And... take away this. And I could go back into control abilities, gain new momentum, or tool abilities, gain new momentum. I think would still be worth it. I think that's still worth taking. Right, and then we don't... How many tool abilities do we have? We just have one. Right, so that's going to gain us momentum still. I think that's fine. I think that works for me. Right, cool. So now we're going to head back to the caretaker. Use the right things. So now we're going to head back out to the lighthouse, see if we've got anything new here, and see if the caretaker can be upgraded, because I think they can. Fairly certain they can. I might be wrong though. It probably would pop up if they could, but if they can't be upgraded, we're definitely close. And then there's one more place I want to go after that. Oh. Hello.
Lace, you grew up among humans, right? Do you believe in the Maker?
Come to think of it, I don't know anymore. But I don't think an indifferent god is better than an evil one.
Okay.
Strength
Oh.
earns mastery.
We are not... Wait, was that not the exact number we were on before? I thought that was the exact number we were on before, unless we were at 10,200 or something. I'm crazy. Anyway, we're not at 12,000, and that's all that really matters. Okay, map. Oh, yeah, we got more dialogue. Top left. Okay. Yeah. That's good, because I got more places I want to go and then come back to here from. So, that's fine. Let's head up here. And then into Emmerich and Davrin's conversation.
Careful with that.
But of course.
It's the only lead I've got.
My dear Davrin, I'll be as careful with this cloth as if it were burial silk from the Storm Age.
Oh.
And this will be so instructive for Manfred. Ah, Rook. Just in time.
They're doing something with the Gloomhowler's cloth. How can I help?
Need some help?
Give it a minute. We'll see. That piece of cloth I tore off the Gloomhowler back at the cauldron still has some of its blood on it.
And now, through the application of necromancy, perfected by the Morn Watch through years of meticulous...
Yeah, we're trying to figure out what the Gloomhowler is.
Rather, discern its nature.
How?
By setting it on fire?
Patience. To discern, one must sometimes destroy. Ah, yes, of course. How interesting.
What is it?
It says this was elven blood. This was a person.
What? But it howls.
A corrupted person. Not always a monster. And something else. Deathsel. I'm unfamiliar with the meaning.
An elven word for covenant. Like a promise or a blood oath. I think I get it. An elf who took a vow, then gets blighted. An elf who knew about griffins and warden's secrets.
Almost as if...
It was a warden.
Okay, we have a lead.
I know this is bad, but it means we have a lead.
Yes, but one that points within.
If Weishaupt knew about it, they never told me. Something else is going on here. I'll put out the word, call in favors, see who might know more. But thanks for your help, Emmerich. You, discerned well.
My pleasure.
Davrin approves. Okay. Well, that is interesting. Oop, wrong one. I was one step ahead of myself there. Davrin is still level 7. Okay. It does appear like it slows down at each level is slower than the last. So the only one that we don't have ranked up to level 2 is the Morn Watch. This is... Wait, no. Lords of Fortune? Is the Lords of Fortune. Yes, so I want to rank these guys up to level 2. I don't know what the benefit of ranking these guys up to different levels is, other than you get their shop, but I want to do this. Also, Balara and Nev, give me more Gillenane story. Okay, or don't. Whatever. They are deadly silent. Okay. Deathly silent? That's probably what I meant to say. Anyway, sell valuables.
Everything here is curse-free.
Wonderful.
Guaranteed.
So, you are not oh, right. You're now at level 2 strength. I'd already got level 2 shop, but you're not at level... Okay, I understand. You need to be at level 3 strength for the next shop. I think. Anyway. That's fine, and we didn't get anything new then. That's okay. But they are now at the correct strength level, I think. Yes. So now everybody is at level 2 strength. What does that mean? I don't know. Oh, city saved minus 250 for Shadow Dragons. Antivan Crow, city save plus 150. Okay. Oh, their strength includes their merchant rank in there. Oh, okay. I don't really know why we would want to have these guys at different strength levels. I don't yet know. Oh, Veil Jumpers are very close to the next rank as well, but... Yeah. How much do they need for the next rank? Wait, let me go see the Veil Jumpers for a second as well. Okay. We'll head back over there. I'm just curious if there's a reason to get them up a different... What do you mean shortcut unlocked? Has something changed in the camp?
With Weishaupt gone, it'll only embolden the guards to make more trouble in Arlathan.
We already have every veil jumper pulling double duty.
What about new recruits?
They are too green. We'd just be sending them out there to die.
Okay, the camp does look different. Yeah, that's it. It's just the camp looks different. Because Morgan's not there, there was a table in front of them, I think, and that wasn't as built up. I think that's the only difference.
Don't be shy. Take a gander.
I think you only need to, I think we need 150 to get to the next rank. I already bought everything that they have though. That's worth buying, I should say. Yeah. And these are decor, not valuables that we can resell. Okay. That's fine.
Send your friends my way.
And also over here,
I need an update on that last expedition.
we have Elven Gods and Tevinter Gods there. Okay. And then, you know what? While we're doing this, so we've been there, we've had... Well, actually, you know what? Let's go back to the Halls of Valor very briefly. We're going to have a look at the back and just check if there's any new codex entries here. Because apparently there are in these areas. Okay. Although this one's a little bit weirder because their codexes are not at the same place. Or at least they're not right at the start.
Hey, sweet thing.
Hello. I'm just checking for your codexes, Isabel. Huh? Let me just have a look around here. Okay. I think they usually spawn down here at the library. Double check.
Belara, is it? I study Raveni history. Did I hear correctly that you're with the Dalish group, the Veil Jumpers?
Oh, yes. We're working mostly in Arlathan Forest right now.
It must be such an exciting time to study elven history, with so much of it coming to life.
It is. It'd be a little easier if less of it was exploding, though.
Yeah. Everyone likes history until it tries to kill you.
Okay. Just check back here. Right. Yeah. So nothing here. Let's get out of this place. Treviso. We'll do the same check here just to see if there's anything new in its area. Which there shouldn't be, but you know, occasionally there is.
Trouble at the gates, as always.
Thank you for handling it and everything.
Okay. I don't see any in here. This is usually where things were. Double check with you what you've got to sell.
Stock up with whatever you need.
I can rank up your shop. Okay, it's good I came round here. So we now have the level 3 Antivan Crow's shop. Nice. And no valuables to sell, but I now have a level 3 shop at which I can buy things, like the upgrade to the Blood Letters Twin Blade. Ooh. Okay. Or I can upgrade God's Foil to max rank for Lucanus. Already afflicted with bleeding, or not max rank, but max rank what we've got for Lucanus. Enemies already afflicted with bleeding, gain another stack. Okay. This one, Lucanus deals 100% damage from any source if the target has not been injured yet. Oh. Yeah. Okay. I'm kind of tempted to just buy both of these. There we go. We'll hold off some of our other money for a second here. Don't really need all of this. Oh, light attack damage relative to Antivan Crow's allied strength. Definitely interesting. What's this? Scourge. All of your weapon attacks deal necrotic damage, deal more necrotic damage. Yeah, I'll buy that. Seems good. Range attack damage versus barrier up. Potentially okay. Deals physical damage on a potion use. Don't necessarily need it. Elven cider jug. An elven cider jug of great age found in the crossroads. It somehow survived when Arlathan fell, bearing shadows of histories lost to time. Buy it. Oh, theme, Zantiva. Wonderful. A new theme. That's cool. And then here, the crew is never casual, but they can still be comfortable. We'll buy that. Why not? That sounds like that might be
Good
yeah,
luck
casual
with your
gear.
contracts.
Okay. And then we have been everywhere here. No new stuff in terms of codex, but new stuff in general. Okay. So now Treviso is better. Let's go to Necropolis Halls, which we're also very close to level 3 on. See if we've got anything down here. Just I don't know, it feels almost like we're finishing off things, but there's obviously more to go. Also, we don't have quite enough for the next rank on anything, but that might be because maybe you can only get level 3.
There are whispers from the levels below.
We shall find them.
Didn't want to interrupt those two doing their ominous talking.
Prepare yourself.
But it could be that you're only really meant to get to like the 3-star strength if you focus on one group, like exclusively. I don't know. Anyway, that's fine. We can upgrade these things, which we don't need to. Double checking here. We can buy diminish. All enemies within 6 meters are weakened. You can only take 25% of your maximum health as damage from a single hit. Actually, pretty cool. Diminish seems good though. Buy diminish. Don't need anything else here. Mortal scrubs again. Sounds like that's casual gear. Cool. See ya. Right. World map. Docktown. Now we know where the Shadow Dragon shop is, but we're looking for codex entries at the front here. Which I don't see any codex entries. Wonderful. Right. That's Docktown. And then the Hosberg Wetlands. New quests available in this area. What do you mean new quests available in this area? Oh dear. Alright, new quests available in this area, I guess. Somewhere. Okay. Oh yeah, there's still bits of this area we haven't unlocked,
Hey,
right?
Dad, you know those containers you made for some of the wardens' joining lists?
Yeah?
Can we make one for the physician, Flynn? They should get one too, right?
We can make something for Flynn.
Maybe a special medic one?
Good idea.
Okay, hello.
You're keeping busy?
I am. A light killer. Very cool sounding thing there. Upgrade the regalia so that... Oh, that's the one that makes you immune to burning, but now means that you deal fire damage and burning to enemies when you hit low health. Okay, cool. Is there any casual gear here? Commanding Mage's outfit. Warden fatigues. In war, victory, in peace, comfort, in death, still sacrifice. Yeah, that sounds like that's casual gear. Okay, cool.
You're all set?
And then over this way, Anton and Evka.
We received another letter from Tarquin. I'm not sure the Viper knows he's writing these.
Yeah.
I started a response. If you could look at it, make sure it sounds, I don't know, helpful.
I will.
Okay, now I know I just chose Balara and Nev at random, but let's just make sure that they actually have things that are worth having here. So you are applies weakened, replenishes, detonates sundered. I can apply sundered. And then Nev is her 3 things. Yeah. Okay, I don't think I've got any way of triggering weakened. Yeah, we should be okay. So that's what we can trigger there. That's okay. Just working it out in my head before we do anything.
Greta said thanks for the repair job.
Wasn't a problem.
Also, actually, now that I think about it, back to skills. Because we're in a dark spawn area, let's make that physical skill so that our spinning move now does physical damage. Wonderful. And a new quest. Out of nowhere. Hello.
Rook,
I'm Sawyer. Watch your back out there.
What's going on?
Mercenaries. They're taking advantage of the Blight and looting what was left behind. They attack wardens on sight even as we're fighting all this. A scout saw torches headed towards the redoubt. If they manage to break into the cauldron, there's dangerous relics out there and blighted weapons, and those mercenaries would sell to the highest bidder.
Can't let that happen. If I can stop them, I will.
We'd be in your debt, more than we already are.
Ah, a second quest at the cauldron. Well, that makes a lot of sense.
Have you seen Ivan?
He kept talking about a tree. Said it was very beautiful.
Huh. Well, that doesn't sound good. I don't know what you're referring, but that is not a beautiful tree. It's like, seems like bad news. Oh well. It looks like we're about to spawn into a mercenary fight. Okay.
Trouble coming.
Light's distracting now.
Okay.
Mercenaries.
Take
over here and spin.
No witnesses.
And boom.
Take whatever's on them. More profit works for me.
That works pretty well. Hit the one that's staggered and hit him off the edge if we can. Nice. And now spin.
We're not done.
Just do a little bit of that so we can then chuck in a sundered, which we can now combo. Dodge.
Nice.
Oh, couple stabs. That guy keeps interrupting my combo. That's just not on.
Finish them now.
Oh, that one is dead.
Now it's your turn.
Nice. Look how many buffs we have on. It's crazy. And then again.
Warden Sawyer was right. They're after whatever they can steal, and they're willing to kill for it.
If there's gold to be made, it's enough of an excuse.
Killed. These aren't Darkspawn wounds.
No, this was murder. Damn mercenaries.
Okay, I saw some mercenaries up here. Let's go get them.
So the legends about Gillenane, creating the Hala, healing.
Oh, I'm sorry, Valar.
Is it time again? Great.
She just started talking as they'd already noticed us. Blizzard, go.
Righto.
Hit him. And again. Dodge. Just get a better view of what's happening. A little spin here for huge damage. And then big hit. Kill. Hit again.
I wasn't paid enough.
And then one of those, getting the necrosis on. That's the end of that guy. Oh, right. Blizzard. That's fine. Stab, 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 stab.
This isn't the last of them.
Okay. Jobs better be worth the blight in the darkspawn. All the gold I can carry, I said, is risking Herlock spearing me through the middle. Better be twice that. Boss says it will be.
So the legends about Gillenane, creating the Hala, healing pools, they were true, but twisted. Wonder if that's true with Elgernon too. I really hope not.
Why's that?
Well, they say he can move the sun and the moon, which seems bad for a lot of reasons.
Oh, great. Well, powerful people claim a lot of tricks they can't pull. Here's hoping he's one of them.
I hope you're right.
Sorry, I was just wondering how that spirit back there took 2% damage. I wonder whether one of our daggers went past and maybe hit it or something. But anyway. Oh. Plans from the boss. Take jewelry, gold, and the like from the peasants' houses. Light, easy sells. Leave the heavy stuff. Wagons, tack, cheap farmer swords. Rest of the space goes to warden loot. That's where the big coin is. For those complaining their goods are blighted, we'll find a way to deal with it. Or the buyer can worry about it. Not our problem. Okay. Then up here. Let's get one of these charged. Nice. Hit him. A couple of those, and then why don't you do a little combo over there? Why don't you freeze these guys and dodge, and dodge, and dodge, and boom. And again. Hit that one. And again. And hit him. Attack. Nice, thank you. That one's dead. Wary mercenaries. You got named ones. They are somehow not any stronger. Big AoE. Hit him again. Okay. Just keep stabbing him.
Keep up the fight.
This one I just wanted to hit slightly. There we go.
We're losing.
And again. Spin.
Time to finish it.
That's the death. I think our stagger death is about 40%. Yeah. Oh wow. Already dead.
That's it for the mercenaries.
The Wardens had enough to deal with.
We should tell Warden Sawyer.
I will go and tell Warden Sawyer. Oh no, I did one local map. We can assume the rest of the areas are still locked off down there. Warden Sawyer. Hello.
Sawyer, the mercenaries you mentioned. We stopped them.
Thank the Maker. Anything they took from the locals, we'll see returned. As for what belongs to the Wardens, some of that may be better destroyed. We'll see to that too.
Okay. Bond increases and Grey Warden strength up. And Nev's now level 7. Which means Nev's level 7 conversation's going to appear at some point. But we've done all of this, done all of that. Guess I could upgrade Time Slow. Yeah, I guess so. When the effect ends, you gain momentum. That sort of stuff is kind of useful. When it's active, you deal more damage. Yeah, okay. It's kind of useful. Right. Let's go to the map. Any new quests here? No. Well, you know what I will do? I'll just check over here as well. Because it takes almost no time at all to check it, this bit. And locked off. Alright then. I mean, if it's locked off, it's locked off. There's nothing we can do about that. Right. World. So we've been to the Hosberg wetlands now. The only one who was vaguely close was Veil Jumpers. We may have... we probably don't have that many valuables. Can I see my loot, my current resources? There we go. We have one valuable item. Yeah, it's probably not going to be enough if I had to take a stab in the dark. We could go to Treviso, buy some valuables, and take them to the Veil Jumpers. Yeah, we could do that. As we know where there is valuables here. So let's do that. Right, so there are valuables here. Hopefully I chose the right one. Yes, I did. The exact one I wanted, actually. Hello, everybody.
Salutations.
Prickly box. Okay. We can also get money for hardwood, which is probably worth doing a couple of times. Okay, probably would have been worth doing a few more times, but that's fine. Let's just buy these. There we go. Keep buying them. Okay, we'll do one more merchant after this as well. Okay. That's fine. And we'll go up to 4,000 in terms of money. Which is where we started. There we go. Leave you alone.
Everyone knows that beans are healthy, but what they don't know
is that you need to mix your beans.
Can I interest you in something shiny?
Sorry, I was getting distracted by the person back there talking about beans. Right. Let's buy this. And this. This should be enough, because these are all, yeah, rare valuable items. And what's yours? Crystals. Okay, we'll upgrade it. We'll go to 3,500. I don't know why I said upgrade, like gold is the upgrade. But anyway. Now we can go to Arlathan, sell this stuff, and that'll get us to rank 3. Might get our shop to rank 4, but we'll see. Right, back this way. Back up here. And let's sort this out.
We need that report Ireland was asking about.
Hello.
If you're in the market for instruments of dismemberment, just so happens I can help.
That was not as much as I thought it would. It is! Actually, it was as much as I thought it would be. It didn't get me to 3,000, but it did get me over the line to excellent strength for the Veil Jumpers.
Safe travels.
Now, what does that mean? I don't know. I have absolutely no idea what excellent strength means. But we have it, which I guess is cool. Right, back here. And now we should have a Nev conversation as well. Oh, we don't, but we do have yet another Emmerich conversation. Davrin and Asan conversation as well. Okay, Emmerich speaking with who this time? Harding. Okay. And then we want to leave this area and come back to this area. But we have something else to do before we can do that. We need to switch the theme. Because we got a new theme. Oh, we also got new clothes. Okay. Let's go in here. Okay. So. Antivan. Ooh, very purple. Very purple. Okay. In here. Wardrobe. So, oh wait, no, that's the wrong one. Should be here. Ah, I do have other casual wear now. So I have this stuff. I'm assuming these are what you get if you play as these factions. Uh-huh. Yeah, these must be what you get if you play as these factions. I don't know if I could wear this. It's just a little bit too shiny. This is a little bit too much. I don't know, I kind of like the Veil Jumper one. Even after all that, I'm like, maybe the Veil Jumper one's the right one for us here. Yeah, I don't know. We got another thing as well, didn't we? Was it Tinkerer's Garb? It was. Wait, no, it wasn't. Oh. Right. No, it wasn't that. I was trying to see where the other one I got was. Insulated suit, crafted in the Dalish style. No, but this one is because of our background, though, that we get it, apparently. I don't know where the other one is that I think I got. Yeah, no idea where it is. We could have this be our default outfit as we're traveling. Let's go back to this. Oh, sorry, let's go back to nothing, which we'll use my default. That's fine. And then this one. I guess it could be the Tinkerer's Garb. Yeah, you know what? That can be our default. Yeah, that's fine. Something different. Right. And we're currently using that, aren't we? Yes. Okay. Wonderful. Right. Emmerich. Let's have a chat. Again.
I don't understand why you're bringing so many books.
Well, I don't see what your objections are to my taking a canopy.
We're only going for 2 days.
You've hardly brought more than a flask and a bedroll.
This sounds exciting.
Should I send a search party out for you two in a couple of days?
No.
Of course not.
Emmerich wants to see more of Ferelden, so we're going camping. But he's treating it like we're going to an academic thing.
An expedition can have its earthly comforts.
You want to bring a shaving kit in the woods?
My dear Harding, a gentleman is never without a brush and a razor.
The whole point of going to the wilds is to get away from all that. So what if you get muddy and smell a little bad?
One can enjoy the scenery while remembering to bathe.
Both of you do what you want. This sounds like you're going for recreation. Do whatever you like.
Harding, does it really matter if Emmerich brings 8 books?
9, actually.
And Emmerich, so what if Harding is fine sleeping on dirt?
Not all the time. Okay, Rook, I know. This trip's supposed to be fun.
I really have looked forward to you showing me more of your home, Harding.
Me too. Oh, and I'll make us sandwiches.
Ah, your famous ham and jam slam?
Well, yam and jam slam because you don't eat meat. So I'll use yams.
How thoughtful. Thank you, Harding.
Okay. Oh, and then Davrin and Asan. Yeah, don't forget Davrin and Asan. Okay. And over here. Oh, we also get to have a look at the Antivan outside. You know, it's almost tasteful. Almost tasteful. Comparatively to some of the things we've had. Seeing what other ones we have here. I think we have the exact same things we've had before. Slaying an ogre is very cool. One, but we'll stick with that one that we've got. Right, and in here, in here, in here.
You did real good against the Gloomhowler boy. Just be careful. Still a lot to learn, but you're getting there.
Okay. Map. Are we good? We're good? Alright. Hall of Valor, because Hall of Valor loads the quickest, because it's a tiny area. We're going to take Balara Davrin, because they're the first 2 on the list. Then we're going to head back. Just gave it a half a second there to make sure they didn't start a conversation that I'd cut off forever. And back to the lighthouse. I also realized something here. I should potentially change that, but I kind of like ultimate on hit. I think I should have potentially changed that to the armor one, but I guess it doesn't really matter because, yeah, we were taking down armor quickly enough without it. Okay, we have Harding and Davrin this time in the center. We're getting there. We're getting there. Harding and Davrin. Okay. I'm not sure if I like the new lighting in here, but we'll see.
Still got a bad feeling, Harding?
I try to ignore it, but something's out there in the stone.
I can relate. Wardens sense when Darkspawn are around. My skin crawls.
What do you do?
The only thing I can. Go hunt Darkspawn.
Well, I think I'm ready for my own hunt.
Okay. You know where this one's going. We go Hall of Valor. We take Balara and Davrin. We immediately open the thing. We go World. We go back to the lighthouse. And we see if we got another quest. I think we might be out of things, though. Or I guess none of these have been quests. They've just been conversations. Yes. We are now back to the point where nobody has any conversations with anyone else that we need to do. Wonderful. Although I am going to reload the game between episodes, which means that no doubt we will get more. But that's us sorted there. There's one more thing I want to check, and then we're going to read the codex entries we got this time for all of the upgrades that we got. And then in between episodes, I'm going to go clear out the companion and character stuff as well, so it doesn't say we have new stuff. So, no new quests in this area. No new quests in this area. No new quests in this area. No new quest 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 in this area. Okay. I think we have finally done everything. Wonderful. Right. Codex entries. Elven people. Where are we starting here? Down to the right. Elven gods and Tevinter gods. A note in Balara's handwriting. 9 elven gods, 7 Tevinter gods lines up because Mythal was murdered before Arlathan's destruction and Fen-Haral is Fen-Haral. Okay. We're pretty sure about Elgonan. Day, night, the sun, tyranny, lordship, fatherhood, vengeance. He just wants all the words, doesn't he? Equals Lusican, dragon of the night. Gillenane, Hala, navigation, monsters, equals Razakale, dragon of mystery. Silays, fire, the hearth home, equals Toth, dragon of fire. June, craft, invention, equals Earthamel, dragon of beauty. We're still arguing about Durthamen, secrets, equals Dumat, dragon of silence. Secret silence makes sense. Falondin, death, equals Zazakil, dragon of chaos. Death causes chaos, chaos causes death. Andrurel, the hunt, equals Andoral, dragon of slaves. Andrurel and Andoral sound alike. Added in Nev's handwriting. If it helps, Dumat, like toads, did Durmathan. Okay, so we're trying to match up the gods to the, match up the gods to the gods. The Elven and Tevinter gods. Okay, makes sense. That's the Elven people. We have to leave and go back in because otherwise it doesn't save that you've read them. Although we are going to press read all at the end. From Davrin's journal, The Gloomhowler Part 3. The Gloomhowler is a Grey Warden and an elf. This whole time I've been tracking this monster, I was tracking my own kind. What vile power could transform someone into such a hideous beast? How could a Grey Warden turn so evil? It looks nothing like an elf. The physical change is terrifying, but to turn so violently against the Wardens, it must have been wronged in some way. There's a thirst for vengeance in the Howler. I see that clearly now. This is more than just a murderous rampage. It's seeking retribution for some past sin. I just don't understand how the Griffins figure into it. They're young, innocent, they've done nothing wrong. What possible satisfaction can the Howler gain by harming them? But at least I have a real lead now. It'll be harder to track with Wise Up to Destroyed. But there might be wardens left, might still be wardens left alive who remember and who can put a name to this monster. Let's start asking around. Okay. It's fine. Out and in. The Morn Watch. New flora. Nature's overwhelming variety outside my kingdom has been a revelation. It's one thing to see the illustrations in botanical studies, another to touch the bole of a young pine tree, or pluck silver fruits from a bush unknown in Navarra. I must note down the more interesting flora. Drake's tooth hawthorn, vicious leaves. Davrin showed me one root in a sheer cliff in the Anderfels. The Basilican bitter cherry, a wonderful scent, but the fruit's entirely what it sounds like. Harding's giggling should have warned me. The Ansberg moaning willow, how novel. Unlike some of the willows in the necropolis, these don't appear to produce any noises of their own at all. Emmerich's diary. Okay. And nothing else in here. Cool, then we do this again. Miscellaneous. We have some new miscellaneous ones. Waterlog notes on the lighthouse. The lighthouse is a fancier version of flying buildings in Tevinter. I know we learned that trick from the old elves. Takes more magic to keep rocks floating in the real world than out here. That has to be why ancient elves built so many things in the Fade. You don't have to use as much magic when you're always breathing it in. Alara. This place better not mess up my lungs. Tash. The lighthouse is well warded. In any event, your respiratory system shouldn't be affected merely by being in the Fade. Emmerich. Okay, thanks. That's all I cared about. Tash. Why were these notes next to Hassan's water dish, Davrin? I didn't move them, Balara, nor I, Emmerich. Those damn wisps, Nev. Okay. You know what the wisps remind me of? They remind me... Have I read this? I have, yeah. They remind me a little bit of the Keepers from Mass Effect. So, in Mass Effect, minor spoilers. Yeah, we'll go minor spoilers. The Keepers were basically part of the Citadel, which is a large space station that people just found and could stay in and had lots of different abilities and things it could do, and was very helpful. I'm not saying it's similar to the lighthouse, but it's kind of similar, just scale-wise much bigger. And then it had all of these keepers who went around and they solved things, they fixed things, they basically just worked and did things without people really knowing why. And then it turned out that, well, the reason was not very good for the people who lived on the Citadel. I'm just gonna say, there is a chance the wisps are not very good for us. Now, wisps have been shown to be friendly, but, you know, they might not be. Anyway, I think that's everything. We've checked every companion. We've done every conversation. We've gone in and out. We've gone to every shop. We've raised all the strengths to the max level that we can do without, like, going completely up. Like, without completely optimizing it, buying everything from Treviso and pushing up strengths everywhere. Even then, like, all that buying that we got in Treviso, that was a couple thousand gold we plugged into it. It got us 47 or something strength, right? It wasn't a huge amount of strength that we got from it, so, yeah. I don't know. I wonder if that you're meant to do that, or whether it's meant to just give you, like, tiny little boosts here and there. Anyway, we've done all of that. We've done the extra quest in the Hosberg wetlands. We are pretty much where we need to be. We've even changed our build, so yeah, I think that we are now ready to do the main quest. And we are going to do that at the start of the next episode. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.